The moment the billionaire CEO's words echoed across the bright glass lobby, the entire building seemed to freeze in daylight silence. A single dad janitor, bent over his cleaning cart, stood still as laughter rippled from polished suits around him. The insult was sharp, careless, and public, meant to remind everyone exactly who mattered and who did not. But no one in that shining tower knew that a single mark on the janitor's arm carried a truth powerful enough to change every life in that room forever. Before we go deeper into this story, take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel Life Spark Stories if you believe in kindness, second chances, and the idea that no human being is ever defined by their lowest moment. His name was Aariz Haleem, a 39-year-old single father who worked the morning shift as a janitor in a towering corporate headquarters flooded with sunlight every day. His life followed a quiet routine shaped by sacrifice. Each dawn, he packed lunch for his 7-year-old son, Rayan, tied his school shoes, and walked him to the bus stop before reporting to work. Aariz cleaned marble floors that reflected wealth he never touched and wiped fingerprints from doors that opened only for others. He never complained. His past was something he carried silently, like a scar beneath his uniform. The CEO, Vierk Ashbourne, was known for his brilliance and his cruelty. On this particular morning, surrounded by investors, Vierk noticed Aariz moving slowly, his shoulders tense after a sleepless night caring for a sick child. The insult came easily, delivered with a smirk, reducing Aariz to a symbol of failure in front of everyone. Aariz lowered his head, not in shame but in control. He had learned long ago that survival sometimes meant silence. What no one saw was the tattoo partially hidden beneath Aariz's rolled-up sleeve. It was faded but deliberate, a complex emblem etched into his skin years ago. It was not decorative. It was a mark of identity, of loyalty, of a life once lived under a blazing sun in places where courage meant everything. That life ended the day Aariz lost his wife and chose his son over everything else. As the day unfolded, tension grew quietly. A security alert rippled through the building when a confidential deal was suddenly compromised. Panic spread in daylight corridors as executives scrambled. Vierk, now pale and exposed, faced a crisis that threatened his empire. It was then that Aariz stepped forward, moving with a calm precision that did not match his job title. He guided people to safety, identified the breach point, and neutralized the threat with efficiency learned through experience, not training manuals. During the chaos, his sleeve tore slightly, revealing the tattoo fully for the first time. A senior security consultant froze when he saw it. That symbol was known only to a handful of people worldwide. It belonged to an elite humanitarian rescue unit long believed disbanded after a classified mission years ago. Aariz Haleem was not just a janitor. He was once a leader who saved lives in daylight disasters, a man who vanished by choice to raise his son in peace. The truth spread quickly. Vierk's world shifted as realization set in. The man he mocked had protected his company, his people, and his reputation without asking for anything. Aariz did not seek recognition. He returned to his cart once the danger passed, focused only on finishing his shift before picking up Rayan from school. But change had already begun. Respect replaced ridicule. Doors opened. Vierk, confronted by his own arrogance, made a choice that surprised everyone. He offered Aariz a role that honored his skills and his dignity. Aariz accepted not for status, but for stability, for a future where his son would never feel invisible. As sunlight streamed through the windows that afternoon, Aariz walked out of the building with his head high, his past finally acknowledged but no longer a burden. He was proof that no job defines a soul, that humility can hide greatness, and that kindness delayed is still kindness when it finally arrives. If this story touched your heart, if it reminded you to see people beyond their titles and uniforms, please take a moment now to like, comment, and share this video so more hearts can be inspired. Special request: please comment the word respect if you believe every person deserves dignity, no matter their position.